head in the game. No more Pokemon.
Why weren't you
Disagree.
recording that, Jack? Then we could have like a.
All right.
Pokemon one, yeah. Oh,
Here we go.
my wrist. Fuck.
Hello and
What?
welcome to Dungeons Down Under. I'm Jack Nolan, and welcome to tonight's stream. We've had a fun couple of months creating content, and this is a pretty exciting episode. I have a lot of reveals coming out, so I'm pretty excited tonight. My adventurers, not so much, because we are up shit creek. We've got Snow has been taken away from the party, has been restrained, and everybody is looking not so well. So we could also have a big reset here, guys, where everyone could die if they don't play it smart. But we'll have to see how they play. So we'll toss over to everybody, say hello. How you going? We'll start off with Alex. Alex, tell us about your week, mate. How's it going?
Hola, viewers. My week is going busy because it's leading up to Christmas, and I'm booked every day till Christmas. But it's fun stuff mostly, so that's great. Passing on to Sam.
On the spot. Hi guys. Yeah, my week's pretty good. I started work again, so leave is over. That sucks, but yeah, ultimately good. Passing over to some.
Oh, hi. I'm Simone. You've put me on the spot, and so obviously I can't think of a single thing. Oh, wait.
She never came back.
Yeah.
I've been working on a painting that I think has Bill Murray energy. It's this guy.
Nice.
It's a skull with a snow
Ooh.
globe. No. It just, I look at it and it just gives me like his like nonchalant Groundhog Day sort of vibes. And I feel like he would appreciate a snow globe in the head. I just
Yeah, I
do.
feel like-
I
Not
think Bill Murray will
in-
reach
not in
out to the
a
stream
way.
and let us know. Shout out to Bill Murray.
Yeah, we'll tag him. We'll tag him
there
in
you
this
go.
episode.
Yeah.
He's definitely undead.
Please do.
Passing to Adam.
Oh, hi all. Flat out. Absolutely flat out. Coming up to Christmas. But,
Mm.
you know,
The roads are never busier for a traffic man in the Christmas time.
yeah, that's it. Everyone wants everything right before Christmas and then forgets about you for the first 2 months of the year.
No.
Callum, the last but not least.
Yeah, as Jack previously mentioned, my name's Callum. This week I've just been really manifesting and really trying to think about ways in which Abel can't die. I'm yet to think of a solution, so hopefully we can improv some pretty good shit. But Jack, I would really love it if Abel could keep going because I like playing him. Thank you.
Look, no promises. I mean, if you can play it smart or you can play it wild and loose. So I guess
Abel
that's how far you
Abel
want to
does
play
not have a good intelligence score.
Play it smart or play it able.
And we know nothing about his backstory.
All right, so
It's just
we
a lot
left
to unpack.
last week. Our adventurers have traveled into a dungeon to find some missing kids. Now, we've slain a manticore. The gnolls are getting pretty wild. There's a lot of them. We saved a rat and his children. And now Snow's been taken. So we left with Abel had run off with the party close behind. And as Abel entered the room and was trying to get some ground onto the gnolls, a large, it's like a sleeping beast. You're looking at like a rhino-sized beast is asleep on the ground in front of you in this small cavern. And you look at the face, these two big red eyes at the front and a big like plated armor skin, like an armadillo kind of looking beast. It's like half buried into the ground. And as the gnolls run past, it sees like you can see a chain that runs past, and they yank on the chain as they run around the corner with Snow. And you see the beast kind of like shuffle and just kind of look up a bit and looks towards Abel. As Abel quickly, before running out into the open of the beast, pushes up against the corridor into the darkness of the hallway. And that's where we're at. So let's see what is going to happen tonight. All right. What are we doing, guys?
Have I witnessed that thing coming out? Or do I know that that's come out? Because I have a plan.
Are you conscious?
You
She's
probably
conscious,
wouldn't
but
have.
she's bound.
I mean, your head would be up. I mean, you're frantically. Okay, roll a perception for me with disadvantage.
Okay. 8. I
think you're too focused. You didn't
Yeah.
get a clear picture.
What-
You know something. You've heard a chain pull Well, you didn't get a good picture of it, but you've been frantically trying to get out.
Okay, I
And-
want to try and hack up a furball to leave a trail.
Sure. Roll a
Survival?
I think roll a stealth check because you don't want them to see, right? We're actually gonna hear it. I
Into their
guess.
knolls, do they? 12?
Okay, I'll say that you start to while you're they're trying to think you're vomiting as they're trying to move you along the way, and then you kind of like chuck a hairball and just like into the ground, this little white hairball.
Anytime they look at me, I'm just pretending that it's like gum or something. So they look away and just,
They're too busy trying to get rid of you. I don't think they're really focused. That doesn't really phase them.
all right, all right.
So if I had my sword out and I see the gnolls running into a separate corridor with snow, is that correct? They just keep going, yeah?
Pardon?
They just keep going. The gnolls just keep going, right?
Yep, they're gone. Yep.
And I've got my sword out, and the last thing I said was like, "Leave her alone."
Yep.
I would holster my sword, and I'd keep going.
Jesus.
Through the
Ow.
monster.
And just to clarify,
Through the monster.
like,
Yep.
Sunder, Flokel, Zoloft, we're all in not the next room, but further in, further.
No,
Like around a
because
corner,
we
I
were
think.
chasing his light.
Is it just around? So we've been following, or are we just kind of like?
You
oh,
were in combat. So what happened
you
was
go.
you were fighting Zoloft in combat, and while
Yep.
combat, Abel was able to run after Snow while she was taking. She was still fighting. You're behind because you were in combat, finishing off while Abel was running. So you're a
And we
few
have no idea
corridors
where he
down. No, because you were in like two groups. You were still fighting, but Flokel was able to move, so he was in between. So he's following ahead of you, following Abel. That Abel had a light and shining around. It only took 3 turns. They're not that far ahead. They entered the cavern where the beast is.
Yeah, if I can to that entrance where the gnolls are, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to try and get to Snow before she disappears.
Alright.
So you're going to enter the room with the big beast by yourself before your teammates come in.
I think I already was. Yeah. I think last
I
session,
put you on the edge.
I'm already in
so-
there.
All right, well then
And
Oh,
you,
I'm in there.
is the beast
Gave
still
everyone out. He gave
chained to
everyone
the
out.
wall?
he's one of his. It's like
I
he's a
can't do that.
large
I
beast.
can't do that.
You're looking at like Harry Potter with the dragons chained, but he can still move around, and he's there like chained up, but he's able to like move in this room and fight. Like he's just chained,
Mhm.
as in he's
I
kept in this
understand.
space. All
Yep,
right.
I will use the dodge action, and I will keep going
Well,
with my
Abel-
shield of faith still up
as
in
you
front
enter
of
the
me.
room, then Abel, it's gonna take an attack at you.
Let it try.
Fucking hell.
Very confident for a man with those hit points.
Very confident the man is about to die.
Well, in my head, I was already in the
That's what
room,
the
so I
kids
didn't want to
say.
like take him out and be outside.
Well,
Alright, you need
Flokel's just
to-
standing here like, she.
You either roll a strength or dexterity saving.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Uh,
Oh my.
that was a one
How
Alright,
for a
much?
total
Nice. Very
You
good.
get advantage for being brave?
of 2.
Okay, so as you start to dash on the same path that the gnolls took, this beast just launches up, like propels up into the air and just crashes down on top of you. And you take, thank fuck. You only
Man.
take 8 points of damage. Oh no, and plus,
Oh dear. So my armor class means nothing.
not for this ability called Deadly Leap, no.
Ah, shit. There goes my plan.
You take 22 points of damage as the beast lands on top of you and pummels you and pins you down onto the ground.
Well,
Can you be like in a footprint?
it was a good plan by me, but I am I'm crumpled in a heap on the floor.
So as you see Abel, like you dash, and as the beast like jumps into you, he kind of smacks on you. You fly straight into the wall, and then I'm guessing you're knocked out.
Yes,
And your
I am
armor like crushes.
unconscious.
The armor you're wearing gets crushed into you, and you just like smack into the wall, and then fall down to the ground, passed out. The rest of the party, the beast like just scurries back down and moves back into space and curls up as the rest of the party enter. Catch up.
Dolop, Sunder, quick nap. What do you reckon? Here in the corridor. I think that guy's gonna do it.
As
No,
you
wait.
come around,
It's too in character for Zolf to like run in and try and assist or like pull Abel out.
As you three enter, you've now caught up. You three catch up, and you can see as you slow down, you can see this large, humongous rhino-like beast just like slowly breathing. He's got two. You can see his bright reds in this dark room, just looking around the room. And to the left of the right of his body, you see Abel's body passed out and knocked against the ground.
Is
Can
it
we-
occurring for me to be able to run in and grab him and pull him out to safety?
And you can risk it. Can I?
Can
So-
we try shimmying along the wall, like, and see if the beast wants to kill us? And then if it does
dark?
go
Can I
back,
Can I stealth save?
You can do whatever
if-
you want
if
to do.
Abel
Tell me what
could've-
you want to do.
if
I
Abel
can't
could've
tell.
done-
You are playing the game. You decide what you want to
So-
do.
if
All
we
right,
come
all right.
around the
I'm
corner,
assuming
can we see? We can see Abel.
You're open. You're standing like, say, you're at the end of a corridor, looking into a large cavern. In the middle of the cavern is this largest space that's chained, but sitting down, like crouched down, looking at you, not moving towards you, but saying. And you can see that to the right of him, where the pathway comes around the edge of the cavern, you see Abel's body is fainted and on the ground.
if only Snow was here to try diplomacy. All right, I see the darkness like on the edges of the cavern, and I shimmy across the walls to the closest point near Abel.
All right, roll a stealth check.
Come on, baby.
while he's doing that, can I distract the monster? Can I give him a shimmy?
3.
As you start to shimmy out, did you say 3?
23.
23.
Nice.
Is he lagging? Or is it just me?
That's how you
Yeah.
roll.
I'm lagging really badly.
Yeah, 23. Okay, as you stealth over, you can feel as you take each step, you don't see his eyes dart and follow you, but you feel like every step you take, even though you're stealth, he kind of like his head's shifting and moving, but his eyes aren't. Like he's sensing you. So you could comfortably stealth towards, and you're sitting next, you're above Abel's body right now.
I slowly drag Abel back out of the room.
All right,
the same way I
stealth,
can.
stealth at disadvantage.
Okay. Maybe. Wow. Sorry, it's not usually this slow.
Internet problems. Australia. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What a country. Yeah.
This episode is brought to you by really slow internet.
Yeah. Dungeons Down Under. Down Under's the problem. Yeah.
7 critical fail.
As you pull him, you feel as you drag this body, you can hear like one of parts of the broken piece of metal goes ding 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 and just like bounces on the ground, and the beast like starts to stand up and looks at you. I need you to
As it-
roll. Yeah, go.
As it stands up, I want to run towards it from the doorway.
Oh my god.
Just full on sprinting at it. And then as I'm getting towards it, I want to be like, no. And then the no just turns into like a as Thunder transforms into a black bear and just
Oh,
down
yeah.
towards it. And just
Oh,
like goes
no.
to tackle it.
Okay, then you need to roll. You need to give me a strength or
Good.
dexterity saving throw, please.
So as the bear, that is no better. Turns out I'm already as strong as a bear.
Better.
Jesus Christ.
Impressive.
Hey,
Wow,
Uh,
Sunder. As big as a bear.
Ooh, though 19.
You save, which means take half the damage and knock backwards.
Sorry, what was that?
2, 7, 8, 12.
In his own world.
You take 15 points of damage as the beast, as it jumps into you, it jumps forward into this large bear and just collides straight into your body and kind of knocks you back. And you kind of like grab off oars, kind of not use the bear, trying to grab onto the ground and find your footing, and you kind of crawl back and stone and spits out of the way, and you take 15 points of damage. But Zoloff is able to drag Abel out of the room.
Nice, nice.
Yeah. So as he does that, I kind of want to, I guess, do I try and fight it? I don't know.
I think you should run out. Come on. Time for a rest.
So yeah, I guess as I've like done that, I'm going to turn and run. I guess since it just jumped on me, I think I can make it 40 feet back.
Okay, you're not that far. You can turn around and run back into the cabin. So as it sees you leave the space and then just goes back and sits back down.
As it does that, I'm just going to then lay down at the door.
Okay.
Call me crazy, guys, but I don't think that guy's going to kill us unless we try and cross the room. So, how about a nap? How's Abel doing? How's Sunder? How are you? How much?
Abel is unconscious.
Abel's looking good. Did you lose weight?
I can at least stabilize him.
That'd be
with
nice.
a healer's kit.
Remember when I made you guys give me lay on hands and I'm on 15 HP and didn't take any damage in the second battle afterwards? I might have a potion as well. I have a potion of healing.
Well, that might be more handy.
Yes, please.
Great. How do I use this? Move. Okay, a character who drinks magical potion, blah, blah, blah. 2d4 plus 2 hit points. Do I roll that or does Callum roll that as the recipient?
You do.
Okay. Oops. Oh god.
Come on, something good.
Really good at this. 2d4. 7 plus 2, 9.
Hey.
So
Nice.
he's like, you run, and Seaflow will run through his bag and finds one of the health potions and pops the lid and just gets like Abel's mouth, puts his wet, soft hands and like opens Abel's mouth and just like trying to pause it and kind of like spills all over his face. Then Abel cough up as the energy feels, and you see the light blue come back to his face as he awakens.
Looking good, buddy.
They have snow. They have snow just past the monster. We need to get her. Sunder can Spark. He can teleport us. He can teleport us, right? 15 feet.
How big is this
I'm
cabin?
still a bear. As you start talking to me, I will...
Yeah, you looked over and said, it's massive bear. Like, where's Sunder?
By the way, we have a bear now.
As he starts talking to me, I'll shift back into human form. I'll be like, we could, but I need to rest before Spark can teleport us.
I mean, the longer we rest, the further she's going to get. We're not going to be able to find her.
I think we're not gonna get through. If we don't take time now, we aren't gonna make it out of here.
Guys, I can't let her die.
We can't. But is it worth all of us dying for the sake of an hour?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're right.
Hopefully, if they didn't just immediately kill her, they won't immediately kill her. So we can just have a little nap. I mean, she's my favorite out of all of you. No offense, guys, but like, if I think we should have a rest, I think we should just have a rest. And like, I think it'll be better chances overall of bringing her back in one piece. Hopefully. Also, is there like another way around, you think? Or is this like the one way through? This place is pretty big.
Yeah, does the whole way keep going, Jack? Or is this the end of the whole way?
I mean, you can go back. The whole way behind you goes all the way back through where You've already explored the area to where the rats were. Then you have the labyrinth, and there was another way further down where the gnolls came and attacked you from. Remember, from the north side. You could go back that way you haven't explored. Otherwise, you got the cavern in front of you where snow is.
Yeah, and
Does
these ones
along-
came from this way.
Could we, as part of a short rest, like leisurely walk back to where the gnolls are, or do we have to be sitting?
Yeah, you have to.
Does nothing more strenuous than eating, drinking, reading, and tending to wounds.
Okay.
So I imagine we would spend an hour doing that last one.
Guys, I need you to do me a favor while we're having a rest. It's gonna sound kind of weird. I need you to all pee on me. Getting kind of dry. Oh, I mean, you can use your water skins if you want, but like, I don't want to waste any water, and if you're gonna pee anyway, it's been a while since we peed.
We didn't see any like internal springs in this cave. Like the
No.
walls aren't like dripping or anything like that.
Yeah, I
you did say
wish
there
the
was like
walls were
stalactites
dripping.
though.
Pardon?
Ah.
You did say there was stalactites.
Okay, there's a bit of dampness, I guess. If you really wanted to, yes, you could probably find.
Gather
think
up
he's that
the damp.
desperate.
If you ever know
We
how
can go a
to
day.
because I don't. It's been a while though.
How long has it been? Like, actual question, because I was wondering.
This is the
I can't
morning
remember
of.
if we asked
You
last
left.
time.
You left the morning of. Remember, you left the morning of.
Guys, you know what? Maybe you don't need to pee on me just yet, but just like keep it in store just in case. Now that I think about it.
But
Yeah, don't
remember,
worry about
remember,
it.
you were near the fire and you got more. So you're a bit. I mean, there was something happened. You got really hot. You were right next to the flame or something. I can't remember what you did, but something happened.
You
and
made me
lost-
fall off a wall.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, exactly. See.
Great.
All right. While you decide to rest
Um,
right now and you have resting time, Solos disappeared. I'm going to be taking Snow for a minute. So you all need to mute so you can't hear us, and I'll give you a thumbs up when me and Snow are ready.
Okay. I'm gonna listen.
I'm also gonna listen.
Yeah, good.
How do I deafen? I'll just turn the
My
volume off.
internet's breaking. Oh yeah. Is everybody else dying or just me?
My laptop's just
I'm okay.
absolutely died. I'll be right back.
Says for me, Alex is frozen. On.
Alex does look like he hasn't moved in a little bit, but it's a good freeze. Like, that is clear.
The internet Australia just died.
Oh, no. It was not a freeze.
Yeah, Discord die? Is everybody?
I
I'm
think-
still here.
I think there was like an update. So maybe that's.
Back.
Ooh.
Everybody looks good to me, apart from Sam.
Alex, Adam, can you move or talk? Yeah, Adam's fine.
Yeah, no, he's deafened though. He's deafened.
Oh, okay.
You
Alex.
can sit so still, Alex. That's
Yeah.
incredible.
Okay, everyone is muted. Calm, you mute. And
I will
Zola's
go on
muted.
mute now.
Okay. All right, Snow. You're currently being dragged by these gnolls. As you see, you get pulled into up these stairs, and as you get pulled deeper into the cavern, you see you're passing knoll after knoll. There is a lot of knolls in here. Like by counting, and
Are they looking at me?
Yeah, you start to calm
Am I
down.
important?
You start to come down a bit and just kind of realize, like, I'm not breaking free. So you're just kind of like looking around. And as you pass, maybe 10 to 15 more knolls as you get pulled up to the stairs. And as you get pulled off, you get thrown to a small room. And in that room, there are cages with children. And you get placed into a cage next to them. They throw you in. And you see the gnolls throw you there and then exit. There's the doors only just, the door like closes, but there's like a gap and you can hear noise. And you can hear some gnolls talking, and they're like, "We've got one of the invaders, master." And you hear this largest. "We might need to get out of here, boys. It's getting too hot for us. I don't think the Inquisitors have done what they've found, and we haven't found the child." Hear back. "Well, what do we do with the older one that we just got?" "Cut her throat." You see it. Quick second now, while you hear the cut the throat thing, you hear him kind of laughing and doing that kind of hyena laugh as they cackle and starts
I don't know what that
directing
sounds
people.
like. Can you like?
Like that, if you want to know. Right? And then
Yeah,
they get
that's what I wanted.
they get directed out, and you can hear orders like, "All right, let's move out the back. Let's go get everything. Take the children." And at this point, you see around you see a bunch of kids. You see tabaxi children you haven't seen in a long time, which kind of feels you center them home because you feel you were taken and familiarized to maybe you know little about tabaxi and why you were taken for your family, but seeing other tabaxi children here taken, it's a deep and dark space for you. You see elves of light skin. You see a couple of orcs that are of a grayish color, not really a rarish color. You see orc children. And you see a couple of dwarf and gnome children, all palish skin. And at this point,
Give me-
some of the kids are like, "Are you here to save us?" And one of the, and you see two boys, one of the orc into the two orcs. One of them is like, looks pretty thin and starving and like coughing and like coughing. How long have we been in here for? They're like, you can see the kids around you are really starved. Struggle captured.
Ooh. And I'm in a cage.
Yeah, you're in a bigger cage next to these other cages.
Can I? Is there enough room for me to like, pat my pockets,
Yeah,
looking
yeah.
for food for them?
Yeah. You're close cage, yeah.
I'd like to do that, and then I have a Yeti steak, but I don't think that's appropriate for children. So I'm not going to have. I have a day of ration. How many kids could I feed with a day of rations?
You probably feel they're pretty small children. They're pretty young, so I would say you could break it up to at least a basic.
No one,
Yeah, we'll
no
say
one
you
gets
can.
left out.
Yeah, you can try and throw pizza feed to the different cages.
Okay, so I would like to do that and just be like, oh, I've got if you guys want to share, I've got something you can have, and I pass it round to whoever's closest to me. And then when they all have a piece and they're sort of like content having a nibble, I guess I ask like the room, what are you guys doing here? I mean, I know you're not here out of free will.
We were taken all
Do you know?
different times. Raxa's been here the longest, and you see this like more of an oldish, grayish skinned orc boy, and he's like, "Kids never get out. Stuck here." Kind of turns his back and
How long have?
turns away from you.
Aww,
At this point,
Praxis, how long have you been here? Oh.
at this point, Noel's door bursts over, and a couple of Noels. "All right, kids, we're going," and they start to like grab the kids and walk out. And you see this largest two Noels come over with you, and with this large spear, 2 spears in hand. "Well, we don't need you, do we, Tabaxi?" And they head towards you.
I want to. All my hair goes like this.
Yeah. And you start to freak out in the corner of the
Very
cage, but
scared.
you have nowhere to go. And they take their spears and they plunge it straight into your body, like straight through the stomach, and living in 2 big holes get plunged through. And you start to bleed, and you can feel life force drifting from you as your blood drips down the spears. And you hear a voice.
Do I haven't? Ooh, I like this.
"Looks like you're in a bit of a pickle, my friend. Let's say
I like pickles.
I'll save you, and then you set me free."
Oh, what's your intent with the world, man?
I'm going to leave you there to think of that when I come back. You're currently dying, so you got a choice right now. I'm going to tell everybody else.
Okay.
Your choice. He'll save these kids and save you from dying, or you got to set him free. Your call. I'll bring everybody back. Then I'll come back to you.
Are we back?
Yeah, we're
Do
back.
I have enough time and ability to cast a spell?
No, you don't.
I didn't know. Okay.
No. Okay, is Olaf back?
Yep.
Looks like it.
Is camera turned off because of me, or
Come on. You see me?
No, all good. Yeah, I see you. See you loud
Like
and
he's
clear.
turned off before, but it must have disappeared for Jay.
Oh, my
so,
internet just died. Sorry.
okay. So what are we doing, team? So come back to you. You're now resting. So I need all of you. Have you moved anywhere particular rest? Or are you just resting in this corridor?
Taking a short rest here.
Yeah,
Keeping
just
an
in the
eye on
corridor.
everything.
Cool. Take a short rest. At this point, you haven't heard any movements or any sounds, or in the hour you see this, surprisingly, it's pretty quiet. Like nothing has come and chased in down or looked where you are, or there's been no movement around you.
All right, guys.
Interesting. I'm gonna poke my
options.
head back around the door and just see what the monster's doing.
He's just asleep. Well, just resting on the ground.
But it still looks like he's like got his eye on us.
But remember, I said before, he doesn't really use.
He can like sense us, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, is that a hint? Which one of you guys had Knoll friends? Knoll knowledge? No
I
one?
don't think any of us.
No, not really.
Just wondering
We
if
know
they
what they
like
are.
culturally take women/cats for any particular reason.
Eating.
Ah,
Yeah, I
Not
mean,
Russian
they're not
bride
the
stealing.
yeah,
might
they're
be.
not the nicest of creatures.
What? That's so
Yeah.
cute.
Has anybody got any plans? I mean,
Well, there's two options.
we need to get past it somehow. Yeah, go.
We can kill it,
Mm.
or we can try and find another way around it.
I vote.
It is chained up.
Could I keep throwing poison at it until it eventually dies?
I
Well,
don't think we've got that kind of time.
I can just
Yeah.
toss
I
fire
vote
at it.
maybe sneaking around the side. It worked to help Abel. I'll just try not to drop some metal. You know,
So
that
do we
doesn't
just
work.
have to? Do we have to be very? Wait. Okay, so it followed you when you were being quiet, but didn't look at you. How do we mess with its senses?
I mean, I wasn't looking at it the whole time. Is that a thing?
Oh, like magpies.
Does anyone have any knowledge of this beast? Sunder, you're knowledgeable. You look like
I-
a learned man.
Have I ever seen it before, Jack?
You
Or
can
heard
roll.
about something like this?
It's a
You turn into a
roll
bear.
me a history check. It's a
Can I
monstrosity. It's not a
support
beast.
that? Can I support that as a hunter class?
When I support there's a hunter class.
Oh,
All right,
nice.
you can roll with advantage, Adam.
There you
I don't know if
go.
that's going to be any better, but
Yeah, better than a 20.
No,
Two
well, too lucky.
20s.
You were the one rolling. That's okay. We'll do
Hey,
20s,
whoa.
buddy.
it's
Hey,
20.
Adam with the rolls again.
It was
Yeah.
20.
You know that this creature is usually found in more sandy areas, and it's known as a bullet. It is a land shark. So it moves and travels in the ground mostly. It's very rare you find them just above ground. They prefer to be digging and under. And you also know that it senses through motion and movement.
I'll relay that to the team.
Well, that's
So,
good to know all of a sudden.
That's
Do
good to know.
blinks
I mean, okay.
count as motion?
Links.
Or is that
You
like
want to blink at it?
No, the Sunder's 15 feet at a time. Is that motion, or is that we just sort of appear?
How quickly can you do that?
You'd have to blink 3 times. It's about 45 to the nearest exit.
Do we want to try and
I
free
mean, you can
it?
stick to
If
walls.
he likes
Welcome.
to.
It might kill us if we do that, but it might be a good idea.
wait,
Seems
so
just
looking at
chaotic
this
for me to
cabin-
work.
looking at the cavern that we're in, could it get through the door we're in, and could it get through the door on the other side?
No.
So
Chain.
it can't get out of the room.
Correct.
But it's
Oh,
part
fuck,
way
it can
dug
dig.
into the ground.
Well, it can dig.
Can.
Yeah, so if we free it, will it just burrow?
Yeah,
don't
but
know.
where will it burrow? To them?
Or if
Away?
the issue is it's like, can it sense us? And then if we move, will it just eat us? I've
Is
seen
it at
Dune.
all an intelligent or empathetic creature? Do we know that? Or is it
What
just.
the
If
hell
only
did I just
someone spoke to
It's-
animals.
They're not intelligent. I'll give you that. Not intelligent.
Wow.
Beast, just furious.
Judgy.
I think, Sunder, can you just sort of like do your clicky blinky thing and get us over there? That'd be fine.
But It
How
it
do we
jumped on us
fish it?
pretty quick. It'd
You
be
did it 20 times before.
yeah, but that was over the period of
Oh, that was for a
time.
good cause.
Look, we can
We're
do it.
working on it, Simone.
20
We're
times
working
for
on
Abel,
getting you
yes.
free,
3
okay?
times for Snow. Ah.
We have to be in a tight formation, and then if it lands on us, we'll all be too spread out, and everyone have to get there themselves. So we'll have to time it perfectly that once it jumps, we'll blink out the way of its jump.
Do you think it would notice you, Flocal, if you crawled along the ceiling?
I was just wondering how much
also, I
Jack's gonna like
can-
make me pay in athletics and acrobatics for that.
Yes,
But
you'll have
yes,
to
you
roll.
can-
Yes, you would have to roll.
What if you throws me across? Can you turn into a bear and just throw me?
Yeah, I don't know if it would be any better than me just doing it. Would it?
I don't know. Well, I guess if I get there, what am I gonna do? Like take out 3 gnolls by myself?
You could
I mean, I
try.
can. I can.
I mean,
float.
Abel would try, but I'm not able.
No, that's
Oh my god!
That's still movement. That's still movement.
I
You're
Is
just
look,
it? But is it the movement of the ground?
Was it vibrations or is it movement? Does it
I'm gonna
see the
pick up a
vibration?
stone. I'm gonna pick up a stone from the cave and just throw the stone into the room.
Yeah,
What's that
as the stone hits the ground, it starts to ting ting ting, but like with like echoes in the cavern. Every time it hits, you can see the beast look and twitch to every sound, kind of like his plates ruffle on his head, and his eyes kind of like
Nice.
shift around.
so if we just throw 1,000,000 stones and run through,
That was
it's
not
like
the plan. I
pocket
thought was.
sand, but
That is not the plan that I thought was brewing at all.
it was fucking
Great
rough.
idea, though.
It's chaotic.
I don't
Will
hate
you
that
carry me,
plan.
Abel?
Well, I was thinking if Flocal could stick to the ceiling and has
Yes.
rope, he could pull me floating across the room.
Or can you not get your own momentum going? Once
I
you
can
start
only
floating?
go.
Can I just push you?
I can only go up and down.
Can I kind of have a run up and then like jump
Oh.
into you and hold on to you? And we just sort of.
Yeah,
How
I
much
mean,
weight can you
sort of
support?
float
I
through.
don't know.
Zoloff can sneak
You-
around. I can climb over the roof.
Okay.
I have a potion of oh, hold on, Zoloff, you can have this, and I can just dig my way through.
Dig?
Why are you digging?
Oh, actually, I can turn into a giant wolf spider and just climb over the roof.
That's a good idea.
You can probably carry someone if you're
And
a
then you
giant
can
wolf
give the
spider.
climbing potion to Zoloff. Zoloff can carry me, so I don't have to roll my own acrobatics checks.
I'll just
And,
jump.
Giant
um,
spider is
Abel
only
can probably
medium.
ride you.
It's
Yeah,
only
can.
medium. It's just a giant spider.
Okay. Yeah, okay. You might only count Flocal. Probably the only one you could carry.
And he can already climb himself.
Yeah.
But then I have to roll separately.
I still like the floating idea.
Well, Abel would have
Okay.
to float.
What if
Yeah,
Abel
I can
floats?
float.
But what if we... Okay, so he normally lives underground, but also has vision. So, crazy idea here, guys. What happened when Simone put the manticore eye in the sunlight? Melted. Should we melt his eyes with fire? Like, if there's a bright flash, he's not gonna like it, because he's not used to daylight.
I feel like we were
Fucks his vision.
inches,
Amazing.
millimeters away from a solution, and now we're choosing violence. I feel like we were almost
There's
there.
two options.
On the
We were
ceiling,
almost there. We were doing
a
so well.
full of Abel's crushed armor, right? And let it go. It'll make like ringing sounds everywhere. He'll be confused. And then somebody else, probably Sunder, makes a big fire explosion. Noise, light, everything. Leg it.
But no one can run 45 feet in one turn.
Well, start doing more
Yeah,
cardio,
don't
So
need
guys.
we'd
to.
all
I mean-
be like,
We could dash. We could double dash.
Double dash.
could we double down?
We could use our action to dash, which means I could go 60 feet.
Or you float and we kick you. Well, they kick you.
Or
I just want to
Yeah.
like spear tackle you and we can go float across together.
Cute.
It'd be lovely. It'd be like a Titanic.
I mean, yeah, okay, we can try that. But if it doesn't work, we're then in the middle of a pit with a monster.
Then we throw things to confuse it.
Then we throw things.
Okay,
Then it's
okay,
good
and then we can give it a
enough.
go. I mean, I feel great now. I feel like I could take on the world.
Oh yeah, did I
Sounds
heal
like-
a thing for that short rest, or am I just on 4 health and yeeting myself towards
So when
a
you click it,
massive armadillo?
right? So when you click it,
Yeah.
untick your little pips if you've clicked any on the little hit die.
Yeah.
Add however many you want to add on, and then a little box will pop underneath with like 1d8, 2d8, 3d8, or whatever.
Mm.
And then click that, and it should just add that health automatically.
So where's this? Sorry, where's the pips?
Under
Sorry.
short rest.
Under short rest.
So click short rest, and then there'll be some little things under. It'll say rogue, hit die.
I'm gonna get some rope out of my satchel, Jack.
Yeah.
Good idea.
I'm just gonna tie it around my waist
Yep.
and hand it to Sunder and say, "You take the other end in case this goes really wrong. You can just pull me back."
Oh, good idea. Then Sunder can go last as the spider.
Exactly.
Smart boy, Abel.
Local, how do you feel about tackling me as hard as you can?
When?
When I say go?
To just push you across.
Yeah.
And then Zolok just gonna sprint and jump on? Like a double
Yeah.
effort? Okay, great.
Well,
What could go
okay,
wrong?
Zoloft can tackle me and then hold on. And then if it doesn't work, then we can just get pulled back. But I would recommend let's take some stones with us, some small stones, in case it doesn't work, and we can throw them on the ground to disorient him.
I like this passive plan.
Or
We
her.
might live now.
Are
Alright,
we
I start
also
gathering
distracting
stones.
him first a little bit? Or are we just going straight, hoping he doesn't see us?
So-
like,
I guess when you guys go, I've got a hammer and a sledgehammer.
Nice.
Great.
I'll just bang on a bit of rock while you guys are going.
Okay.
maybe you
that
should
works.
throw the
Okay.
hammer and a fireball in the corner.
Stop trying to anger it. If it starts flailing, we're the only ones in the way.
Oh, play the flute
Okay,
then.
okay.
Okay.
Kind of like volleyball spike is
Sunder,
back
hold
to
on
the
to the
start.
rope. Hold on to the rope, Sunder. You're gonna have to hit me really hard, Zoloft. This is a long way to go.
Right. You get
Although
that?
I'm
That's
excreting,
Alright,
I'm
Zolok.
only going to touch his armored boot.
Athletics check, Zola.
Right, here we go.
And I will cast levitate on
Let's
myself. And I will
check.
just it's called mingle with the wind.
16.
So I guess like a magical wind spins up
Yeah.
around me with like all the dirt and rocks from the cave. And like as it gets stronger and stronger, I just slowly start to lift off the ground.
For a
Stop
And I will
distracting it
still
all.
just a doof, 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 tackle you. Would you roll, Zola?
Do you act out anything to make
16.
that work?
I don't have to. No, it's part of my
So you just, like,
Genesi
lift.
abilities. I can just do
Puts
it.
his arms
yeah.
out like this and
I'll
just.
say for flair. Yeah, I'll
So you want to roll a chair?
So, what did you roll?
16. Throw some
Beautiful. As you go, you see you dash and you jump onto Abel who's floating. As the momentum in kind of like, as you first get hit, it kind of like pushes you down, but the wind just picks you up so you don't touch the ground. As you shift through and start to like through the air, kind of like buoy until you stabilize and bang into the other
I'll
side
just
of the
go,
cavern. But on the other side, as you fly into the other side, you make it across, and you can see the beast as you make that impact looks over to you and kind of starts to move over, but sees that when you land your feet, it's out of his range and he doesn't move forward.
Are we near the chain?
Those three are across.
It's like holding
Yeah,
me.
those two are across. Local.
Oh, Floco can just climb.
I'm
So
just going to
now-
attach to you.
Well, now you have a rope that's kind of like taut between you and Sunder.
Oh, can I just climb across the rope?
Good, yeah. You give me an athletics check.
Okay, I hope this isn't bad.
Can I get
I
like
was
athletic?
about
Can
to
I like
say
assist the
I
athletics
undo the
check?
rope,
What did you say? Undo the
but I
rope.
won't. No, I was about to say as I'm undoing the rope, but I can see what Flogal's doing, and I
what a shame the rope fell to the ground.
Right
and
across the-
Flogal
over the
right
beast,
in
it's
the
like, whoa,
middle.
Can I
Run,
assist?
Run, Thunder, run.
Can I assist the athletics check, or at least if he fucks up,
One
he'll
second.
see him by like throwing rocks at the other side of the room.
Yeah, it doesn't affect his
While he's
athletics
climbing
check.
over.
We'll say if you're distracting the beast, if he does fall, something will happen.
Okay.
Watch athletics check, buddy.
It is not good. I couldn't. 4.
I'm throwing.
as you start to get halfway, you're
should've
really losing grip. And you can see as the weight of the frog is a bit more than you'd hoped for, and his foot
Wow.
as you can see his feet starting to hit the ground and kind of make movement. You can see the beast kind of starts to turn around and sees your feet, but also sees the rocks. He kind of starts to move around. So I'm gonna roll just a d20, and if I roll 10 and higher, he's gonna hit you.
The whip.
I roll a 4, so he doesn't. He sees you you start to quickly now. You're like half running and pulling yourself as the beast kind of like takes a swipe at the stones that's being hit in the mallet, and then swipes back at you. And as it takes a bite towards you, Vogel, you're able to let the able sit down, pull the rope tight, so you kind of like bounce up into the air a bit, and the bite misses you, and you make a cross. And then Sunder is sitting there, and you're gonna spider up.
I think I might actually use this potion.
Just walk slowly.
Yeah.
Straight past him.
Hold on.
Just walk
How-
politely.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm gonna use the potion of climbing actually.
All right, so you
Save.
drink this potion, and how does it work? Just makes you more ability to climb.
You gain a climbing speed for an hour equal to your walking speed, so 30 feet. So I can
Cool.
climb the wall.
As you
During
drink
this
it,
time,
you kind of like feel everything around you. As you look, it's kind of like you're seeing the Matrix for the first time, and like looking at the cavern walls, you see little bits that you can grab onto, and just quickly you start to like whatever the word is, because I'm not really good at English, but you across the wall. You're doing something. You're Spider-Maning across the wall. There we go. It's not really the best term, but you're Spider-Maning across the wall, and
Camper.
scaling. Is it scaling? You're scaling.
Yeah,
It's like scaling was the word I was looking
Yeah.
for. Okay. As
Shimmying.
As you
Shimmy.
all get to the other side, I'm now going to go back to Snow. So everybody can please mute yourself. I'm going to go back to Snow. And when you're all muted and you can't hear me, put your thumbs up.
so deafen? Is that what you want?
Yep,
to
so
do?
you can't hear me. All right, Snow, back to you. So you can feel your body, your eyes closing. You can feel the blood just looking down on your white paws. You see blood, just your blood, and a weird feeling. And you're hearing the screams of, I want my mom! I want my dad! These kids being pulled out, and Tabaxi's being ripped apart from the ground as they try and scramble and grab anything they can. And these kids being pulled out by these gnolls, roughly grabbed. One of the gnolls hits one of the kids. Shut up, be quiet! Like, hits him out. And you see that, and you hear that voice.
Called for.
Children.
What was it?
Souls.
What?
Or souls.
What?
Look at them. You could
Yeah,
save
but like,
them.
okay, could you save them and me?
I can save
Just cut out a
you.
middleman there.
Yeah, I could save them right now. And you. You're just going to let me free.
You can save us all?
I can save us all.
What do you want to do in the world?
Cause chaos.
You've
What
got
else
a
does
really
anyone-
scary voice, you know?
I just
Yeah, but like what kind of
smoked
chaos?
a lot when I was a teenager.
Ugh, nice.
Yeah.
You must have looked cool as hell.
I was cool. Yeah.
Very chill. If you were corporeal, we could fist bump
Yeah. Well,
next time.
time's running
But
out.
like, are you like chaos in terms of like get rid of the fire brigade because taxes pay for it, or are you chaos like I don't know which
Mm.
color gumball will I get in the
You-
machine?
You know the answer's no. I love blood, and I love to kill, and I could kill all these gnolls and save the children.
Can you do that as well? Like I just want to make a real good deal with you.
Oh yeah, it's a good deal. You don't die.
Ooh,
And I'll kill the
no.
gnolls.
Can you make it? If I say yes, right? Sure, whatever. I'll help you. You get me out of here. You get these kids out of here. You get my guys out of here. And like, probably murder the gnolls. I don't really like their vibe.
And you see at this point, you're kind of like frozen in time, and you can feel your body, that glimpse, your eyes kind of shut, and your eyes open up, and you look into a white plane, And in front of you stands this darkish figure. This kind of large
Ooh.
draconic humanoid stands in front of you. A black shade of black and red flame sits in front of you. And his hand comes out in front of you, and you see this like this evilest grin, and he's like, "Is it a deal?" His hand out.
Could you also up my armor class?
No.
Just that'll be the last one, and then okay. So I've maxed out what I can bargain with.
Yes.
Okay.
I can just leave
also,
you die and find
am
another host. So
No, I just
I
am
can
I going to be
go.
happy? Like, are we going to be cool? Are we going to be cool? That's all I want to know.
yeah, we're cool.
Yeah, but in the future.
Cool.
All right. Yeah, stuff it. Let's do it.
And he puts his hand out, and as you shake, you kind of get shunked
Oh.
into your body. And as you get put back into your body, you feel this tremendous. You're kind of like looking at your body in the third person as you see your body like just start the two spears in your body just kind of like crack out and fall out of your body as your body starts to repair. And you see this your once white fur starts to change into this reddish black color. And you'll see your body kind of change, and you see two wings kind of burst out from behind you. This shadowy wings start hovering. And you see from one of your hands starts to grow, and this big claw kind of appears on your hand, and this shadowish claw. And you see just a split second passes, and as you open your minds again, you see yourself standing in the room, covered in blood. And you see around you corpses of gnolls. And you see the children in the corner shivering and scared, but unharmed, covered in blood. And you see as
Ooh.
you see and you look over as the party enters. I'm going to shift back to the party, and they're going to transition to see you covered.
Oh, no.
Okay.
We back?
Guys.
Go back. So you can't talk to them yet.
Yo, yo,
I
yo.
got to tell them to the...
Okay.
Is Zoloft and Adam back?
Yeah, I'm here.
And
Adam.
Zoloft?
Zoloft is distracted.
Sam.
He's not
Just
like the
psychically
bullet.
connect with him. Samuel.
He'll be on Facebook, surely.
Samuel.
Just...
Samwise
Zoloft.
Gamgee. Look up.
Oh my god. Damn it. I think I just boned myself.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
Back.
Oh,
He's back.
he's gone.
Here we go.
Okay. As Zoloft, hear me?
Yeah.
As you guys make it across the hallway, remember an hour and a half has passed for you when you last saw snow. And as you start to
Hour and a
quietly
half?
walk down the hallway, you slept rested for an hour, right? So what? That last
Yeah.
bit for 15
Mm.
minutes, 20 minutes, I guess. An hour and 20, hour 17. Okay, as you start to walk down the corridor, surprising to you, you see pools of blood. You see corpses of gnolls just ripped apart to shreds. You see
That's my
blood
girl.
dripping from the roofs and blood dripping from the cavern walls. And as you step through these bodies of corpses, gnolls in front of you, you start to realize there was so many gnolls in here. And as you keep walking down and following this trail of destruction and blood, and you see these massive claw marks where the blood was, and you can see the rips and tears are much larger than any creature that you've seen before. And as you enter a large room, you see in the middle Snow, and Snow is covered in blood. And she looks over to you. She can't talk, but you see her eyes are kind of like this black, chaosy shadow coming from her eyes. And you see the kids. There's a whole bunch of children in the corner, covered in blood and shivering, drenched. And she is standing on a corpse field of gnolls all around you. And you see for a second as she cries and she lets out a scream as this black chaos of smoke and cloud and fire just starts bursting out of her stomach and shooting up into the air. And it starts to form and create a swirl into the room as the next to it forms into this massive dragon skull. Looks out towards you and you hear a laugh. I'm free, baby. And as you see him, You see him through these wings into a final. These wings burst out from the side of his body and his arms and legs, and you see him just scutter straight through the roof and shatter the walls of the cavern as it collapses around. He shoots out, and you see Snow's body collapse into the ground of the pool of blood, and she sees collapse from the energy, unconscious.
Gonna run over to Snow, check she's alive,
I
I'm
will
gonna
also do the
shake
same
off my
thing.
poison as I'm going.
I'm gonna approach
I'll
the
go for the
kids
kids.
and see if they're okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm not going for Snow
Priorities.
after seeing that.
As you run to
Gonna
the
very
kids,
tentatively
the
I'm
kids,
poke her
mildly
face.
sus now.
the kid,
Yeah.
the kids are like shivering in the corner, and as you approach them, they're like, "A demon! A demon! A demon! A demon!" And they're kind of in hysterics at the moment, and they're like, you know, you see you've just got all types of kids here. You can see Tabaxi children, you can see orc children, elf children. There's a small elf child, all small children that look undernourished as they're freaking out of what they've just seen, and they're kind of
Rat
stunned in
children?
shock.
I try and talk them down, being like, "Don't worry, I know it's scary, whatever that was.
Charisma with
but this
disadvantage.
is demon's with us.
Not what you want to say.
It's
Charisma
a
with
good
disadvantage.
demon. It's a
He's
good
one
demon.
of us.
Charisma with disadvantage. Yeah, okay.
You're safe.
Persuasion
now.
with disadvantage.
Persuasion.
Yeah.
Okay. 15.
With disadvantage.
Nice.
Yep.
Okay,
Plus
as this larger orc boy that kind of looks older than the rest looks forward. He's like, she saved us. She saved us, and but it was so much blood, and he kind of like collapses to the ground, and the other kids are kind of like shocked in space right now.
Zoloft, help that orc kid. Do your orc things.
Hey, Abel, what do you do?
I mean, he's collapsed now.
Yeah, well, I'll run over to Snow, and I guess first thing to check that she's alive.
Thanks.
Fingers on the pulse. Or
So Abel, I now need everybody else if you can mute, except for Abel.
oh, here we go, baby! Time to kill some
shit.
cat.
Sorry, guys, a lot of
Oops.
secret stuff going on for a lot of different people right now. So
Get out of
Uh,
here, Alex.
everyone, mute yourself. Thumbs up if you can't hear me. Good. Can't hear me. Good. Great. Abel,
Yes.
as you see this monstrosity of evil burst from Snow's body, and you go to lay your hand on her skin to check if she's all right, your eyes start to flow back, and you kind of have a moment in time where things flash away, and you hear this: "A child stolen in white, a melody of soothing. A new dragon rides into a new era." Did you get that?
Yes, I did.
A child
A new child
A
stolen in
child
white.
Yep. Melody of soothing.
A
A
melody of soothing. A new dragon rises.
A dragon rides into a new era.
Is it a voice I have heard before?
Yeah, it's a voice.
Is
It's
it
the-
Helm?
It's a voice you've heard before. And as you get this, you kind of get visions of the first one when you hear a child is stolen in white. You see a man walking with a small child in the left hand. And you see them walking. The child is like glowing with a whitish color. And a melody of soothing. That cry then shifts to a different vision where you see this creature that's grown up in a white cloak playing a sort of instrument. And then the final one, you see the child or this white creature being riding the red dragon. Red dragon, the first one you saw? I'm pretty sure it was red. Red dragon
it was.
riding a much larger red dragon as it flies over into the sky. You get 3 visions and 3 statements.
Helm, it's been so long. Can you hear me? No. Okay. You told me years ago. You told me to find this person, and I assumed it was to protect. And now I'm not so sure. The visions you've given me, the red smoke, the red clouds. I have to keep believing that my friend is good, and that I can change her. I didn't act fast enough with the first vision you gave me, and my friend got Calvin almost. So I have to make sure this one sticks. I have to follow through with this one, and I feel in my heart that she's good, and I have to change her, or I have to just be there for her, and I'm not gonna let anything. You have my word, Helm. I'm not gonna let anything hurt Snow. She may have a demon in her, but maybe it's gone. I don't know. But I'm gonna be here. You can trust me. I have this. I've got this, Helm. And I guess I just. Do I feel a heartbeat?
Yeah, so what's going to happen when Snow returns? She returns. As you finish, like, this moment in time of vision, you look up, like, time is, it's instantly, but time is longer. And as you, that moment breaks and you finish having that conversation with Helm, you feel as a bright light just emits from your hand and just heals the body of Snow back to and clears all the blood around their body. Right.
Did I feel that was coming from me?
Yeah, you can witness it. You can feel that warmth on your hand, like someone's hand is guarding you.
Sweet. Okay.
All right, is everybody back?
Yeah.
So
Man.
Yeah.
Classic Zoloft.
as a moment happens, you see as Abel touches, you see him freeze in space, and his hand just starts to immediately glow with this warm, bright light. As Snow's body gets instantly healed to full, and all the blood that was on her gets struck from her body, and in essence, you kind of see this burning away of like black smoke away from her body gets shifted out, like a remnants of what once was in her body.
Can I add a little bit of flair to that, Jack?
Sure.
I would like to say that when I touched her, all the blood and the smoke and stuff that was on her body, it like creeps up my arms.
Sure.
And like
Like
blackens
venom.
and bloodies my armor, and I like almost take it from her.
And you see Snow wakes wakes
Wow.
up from her.
What happened? What,
Are you okay?
What happened?
I mean,
I
we
mean,
can talk about it
now.
later. Yeah, you feel okay?
Yeah. What happened to the kids?
I look over and I think they're safe. I think you saved them.
Ungrateful,
When I look
but
over
safe.
to them, do they look like they're scared of me? Or like they're okay with it?
They're definitely scared of you. They are in shock.
Oh.
Like one of them, the oldest one, is kind of knows you are good. And
Sunder, how you doing?
they're not like that. They know you saved, but also know that you were a monstrous demon. It's things that they've never seen before.
Good lord.
In the
Aw.
time that
I want to.
Did my words do nothing?
Yeah, you've got them to at least stop screaming.
in the time that Abel, like how long was Abel doing whatever he was doing?
Only seconds.
Okay, so in that time, can I ask the kids what happened? Like, can I?
They're in shock. These are very young, and they're like, oh, the Knolls were taking us away, and then she grew wings, and then so much blood, and she just ripped them to shreds, and then she was different and flying, and she was eating them whole, and then she stopped.
That sounds like me.
And she looked at us, this hatred, but she didn't harm any of us. She saved us.
That's
Can I
right.
have this
Wow.
conversation?
I didn't know you grow wings.
I don't. I'm just
Where'd they
patting myself
go?
down.
Oh, that's cool.
I don't. Yeah, I don't feel different.
Wow.
I don't. Yeah, no. Can I go up to the kids?
Yep. As you start to approach, they kind of like get real angsty and start to stand up and kind of shift away from you as you take steps.
As
Oh.
they
Put
shift
my
up,
hand,
I will
yeah, I was gonna
stand.
say I'll put my hand in front of Snow, but I don't think that's a good idea.
Yeah, I will
I
stand in
was gonna
front.
stop
and
anyway.
I kind of stand in the way of them too. I'm not about all of what just happened. Still digesting it. Can I survey the room for exits? Because between the exit and us is a big thing chained up, and I'm not stealthing dozens of kids past that
There
door.
are 3 more exits from this cavern, and from the one behind you is the 4th exit. There are multiple exits in this room.
Okay. All right, guys. I think maybe, like, these kids are the kids they're talking about. Maybe we should start heading out. Snow, maybe we can have a chat later. A really nice chat. Don't kill me. I
Yeah.
mean you no harm.
Slim, no, I have a quick question before we go. Abel, what did you just do? What was
I
that?
actually,
Ooh, yeah.
I have no idea. It's
Do you feel
it's
evil now?
maybe a power that Helm gave me. I don't know if I've told you much about Helm, and if you want to know more, I can tell
No,
you when we're out of this.
Time for a
No,
short
no.
rest and a story.
No soliciting.
When we get out.
Oh,
Yeah, now is not the best
you
time.
guys
It
never
might
want to have a
have-
short
later.
rest.
it might have
Snow
something
may
to do
have
with
had
him.
all of the blood and everything shocked off her, but we have blood-drenched children we need to save and get home. Let's
Can you clean those kids,
yeah.
Abel?
let's
Backs
do
off,
that.
then I'll
At least
turn
they
back
don't look
to
pale
Snow.
anymore.
Oh my god.
Okay, let's get out of here.
As
What's that,
she
Thunder?
like walks off, if she's saying that, he'll shoot her a glare like, "Go away, or you'll be ended." He's not a fan of anything that seems evil.
Oh,
Okay.
Dealt with shit before.
wow. Wow,
Uh,
someone seems to be misplacing some past trauma. Okay, we can
Too
deal with
many
it when we get
goddamn
out.
demons in this
I haven't heard
goddamn
anything.
cave.
So if there's been a conversation that proves they're innocent, then I don't know what it is. So
Innocent of what? What have I done?
I'm going to assume the big dragon that flew out of her eyeballs is
There's-
fine.
a bunch of
It's
children that
gone.
are covered in blood that are terrified of you. It's pretty
Yeah,
justified.
They've been kidnapped for God knows how long. Why
Okay,
am I the
okay,
bad guy?
Victim
Okay,
blaming.
Sunder and Zoloff, you stay at the
What-
front with the
not at
kids.
all.
We'll walk at the back, and we'll just get out of here first. We can
Yep.
deal with all this later
Yep.
when the kids have been returned.
Let's do it.
Yeah, we'll deal with this prejudice later.
Okay.
It's
You
completely
said there's
justified.
three.
You had a
there's
demon come
three
at you.
doors.
You don't like authority figures. You don't like inquisitors. You don't like someone who clearly can kill all the gnolls.
You're making very
Let's
good lists.
That would have been very
Let's
useful
get
when
out
we're
of
almost
here.
murdered by all those gnolls.
I just start ushering the kids. There's,
Yeah.
don't care. I'm
Okay,
just,
just to
Yeah, how do you
clarify.
round up children? Off we go, truck children.
So
Oh no, you clap. You go.
as you look at the three entrances, you can see that one looks to be left of you, looks to be in the general direction of back to where the Manticore was. Another direction is kind of up a staircase, which Snow knows is where Commander was and the jail cells. And then the other exit is, which looks like looking where gnolls are trying to escape, and the corpses where they're trying to get out from.
So,
do I recognize
Try
the first
harder.
exit is back through the Manticore?
Yeah,
which
I would
we
say
killed?
you,
We killed the
between all of
Manticore?
you right now, you know that one's the exit, one's where Snow can tell you is where the leaders are, and she knows that that's where they were meeting and discussion and where the kids were kept, and one is the exit.
I think I'm too mildly panicked with everything that just happened, so I'm kind of ushering kids down the exit that I'm aware of. You're like number one, right? Yeah, like the left.
Yeah,
this
let's-
one. This
let's-
feels.
what's the
This
left?
feels good.
Not the
this feels good to
Manticore.
me.
Okay.
Is no one
Um,
else curious as to why
Yeah, but we can
why the
come
kids
back.
we
I'm
We can come back
very
for that.
curious.
We're not
about
gonna. Once we
everything.
leave, we're not gonna come back. Let's do everything while we're here. Let's just pop up.
Unless
what
we
if
want to
what
split
if
the group.
Zoloft Yeah, what if Zoloft goes hangs out with the kids? You know what? Take them to the horses. They'll love the horses. That'll calm those babies down.
Okay, but don't feed Augustus too much grass because he gets the
I'm-
runs.
We've been gone a while. I'm not taking anyone to any horse. Because if that horse god thing comes back and I'm just there by
You're-
myself with blood-soaked
not on the hook for it.
children,
We
I don't
visited
know
them.
what that looks like to a horse god.
no,
but
no.
no,
We visited
no,
them when
no.
Snow
Not
turned
happening.
the eyeball.
Not
It's
happening.
fine. It was like
Close.
3
No.
hours ago.
Good lord, it's
All
been
right,
so
then.
long. You get like half an hour. Oh,
I tell you what.
Christ.
I tell you what. Why don't you just go sit at the cave entrance then, just with them, and keep them chill, and the rest of us here, you know, like
I'm
Adult
gonna
grown
get them
ups.
home. You guys can do whatever you
Well,
want.
Don't
But
you,
if
Joe, take the
You think
credit.
you can take blood-soaked kids through the
Of
woods
course
and
I'm
just
gonna take
walk
the
into a
credit. I'm the one
village?
doing it. I'm now
The
okay.
bears
I'm
will feast
going
on
with
them
the
in
children.
seconds.
Yes,
Okay,
Sander,
Sander and I
Smell
go.
Sander and
blood.
Zoloft are taking the kids out, and they've gone off.
Yeah.
Abel, where are you going?
I'm just like in between the two fighting mother and father.
That's a
That's not-
terrible mother.
I,
Wow.
Oh well, well.
This is the mother. Abel?
I'll look at Snow. Are you feeling okay, Snow?
Yeah, no, I feel great. I don't know what everyone has an attitude problem.
And hold on, where you're going, you know that there's no more enemies there?
Yeah,
Everyone's dead.
I'm pretty sure the cave's safe as long as the only things in it were gnolls. Yeah, because I didn't think that through.
Should we
no,
just
it should be safe.
stealthily
Should be
poke
fine.
a head in and see, as opposed to just barreling
Yeah.
in there?
I mean,
Okay.
like the best treasures are always the
gonna-
deepest.
I mean, you're
in the cave.
looking up the staircase. You're just seeing corpses of gnolls like pinned against the wall and heads on the ground and all the way up. There is.
Yeah.
Can
like
I
a
just
horror
climb
cinema
over
by
them?
now. Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
climb over them, but-
I'll turn back to Sunder and Zoloff and say, I'm gonna go with them just for a little bit of common sense.
Ah.
Mum's the cool one.
Sure.
Keep the kids safe.
I'm disappointed, but sure.
Babysit.
I mean, I trust
Who's
you
safe with
two. I
you?
don't trust them.
Wow.
either.
So as
That's
them.
the
Yeah,
beauty of it
You're
there.
not there. You
First of all,
can't.
Adam- Zoloft
I
and,
went
uh,
over to
Sunder.
them.
I have great hearing.
you kind of cover the eyes
My
of the kids
frog
as there's
holes.
blood everywhere, and you kind of start to shimmy them out. And as you get past the kind of where the gnolls got to before they were obliterated, you can kind of see light, and you climb the stairs. You kind of end up on like the other side, or northern side of this large mountain, outside of the mine on the other side, and you'd feel
Oh.
like you've kind of got your bearings around. If you followed it back around the outside, you'd make it back to the and you quietly make it through and walk through the forest with no problem. Really, this forest is pretty calm, and judging from what just happened, most of the gnolls were underneath. And you finally escort the kids. You find a small river or a small river rushing. You cross over and you take their time to wash the kids. They kind of dive in
Yep.
anyway to get the blood, but they're still scared and have been without parents, so they are not going far from it.
Any of them that have like wounds, I'll use my like healer's kit to sort of try and patch them up a bit.
Cool.
And give them, water, and I'm guessing I have rations somewhere.
All right, the other three.
Okay.
As you climb up this staircase of where familiarized with snow, you pass a room which looks like to be where the cages were for the children. You see a large cage that's been shattered open, which maybe Snow was in the body of, and that's where she escaped. And you come to the stairs and you see this massive pike stake like through the ground, and you see the skull of a gnoll that has like, compared to the other gnolls, he has kind of like weird markings across his face, and you see it like it's just
Ooh.
hanging apart in the middle of the room. And you see there a table with notes and paperwork, and you see on the other side a chest of goods and where they keep some of the valuable.
Shall we pillage?
Shall we detect evil? Check for curses first, Abel? And then take a
I
chest?
Smart.
It only really works when there's like a living thing in the area. I
Oh,
think. I don't
Well,
think
but
it's
should you just-
generally. I don't
should
think
you
I don't
test
think I
it?
can just-
should you test it on someone anyway?
Uh,
Just to be sure.
sure, yeah, I'll detect good and evil for the chests.
I've got
Yes.
this, and I'm just side-eyeing Flokel so hard.
Girl, I've had your back this whole time. Those kids
I
are
I'll just be
know.
more
ungrateful.
back.
Very true,
You
very
don't
true.
sense an evil.
Great.
It's all good here.
That's
all good.
nice. Unless you're
Wisdom as
evil
well.
and you're
It's
lying.
all
No, well, that
Good.
was...
Here.
Okay.
Well, cool. Come into this this
What?
room with me for a second.
Don't block me in the chest. You know I don't like closed spaces.
No, Flokel, don't go with him. Don't go with him. Flokel,
I'm just
you
kidding. I'm gonna go
you
with this Null.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Okay, well, I'm going to open the chest because I like treasure.
Yes, I shall
Wow.
also
Traps.
pillage.
This is a
As
trap.
you open the chest, you just find a small bag, smallish
Yes.
bag,
Ooh.
a little. It feels like it's got a bit of kind of feels like sand as it moves around. And you also find
Ooh.
a old scroll tangled up.
Mm.
You find about 400 gold pieces. Like different kinds of
Nice.
silver.
I would like to take the scroll and tuck it away. And if Flokel is like noticing and wondering why, I'm just gonna be like, Sunder keeps taking everything with writing on it.
Oh, we're not going to tell them we found
Just-
anything.
Oh,
taking
yes.
everything.
Why did I even doubt you?
I can hear you both,
Um,
and
No,
yeah, I'm
not
gonna
you.
fill them
You're
up
in
with
on
buckets.
this.
No, you're
Here.
fine. What's in that bag? What's
Oh,
in
that.
the
This is not the coins bag.
Yeah.
This is something else. Can I sniff it?
Yeah.
What's it smell like
Don't
to
sniff
you?
a random powder.
Well, it doesn't. It doesn't. It didn't
I
burn my
sniffed it.
nostrils.
As you take a whiff
like-
of this dust, you see as like Flocal's part of his face starts to disappear. And
He's dead.
as you look at Flocal, you can't see his head at the moment.
So I'm either dead or
Oh.
invisible.
How do you, Abel? Hey, Flocal,
Yeah, what, oh
how
my
are you?
God, what's going on?
Yeah. How
Are you still there, Flo?
feeling?
Jack just really wanted you dead.
Can you talk to us?
I think I'm good.
Yeah, you can hear
Do I
him.
not look good?
I'll like put
What-
my hand over where his head should be.
You slap him. Like, just,
Ow!
yeah. It's him.
Ow!
Oh my God, you're invisible. Your face is
Oh.
invisible.
Oh. Oh.
I
We
wonder.
could use this.
can
This would
I-
have been
I wanna-
useful for
I
that
wanna-
fucking dragon thing.
I want to take a pinch from the bag and like sprinkle it on Flocal's like arm or just somewhere else to see if I want to see if it's the powder physically on him or if inhaling it did this.
As you sprinkle a little
So I-
bit and touch the floor, as it flies through the air, it kind of like twinkles a bit, and then his arm just.
And then as revenge,
Oh.
I lightly smack Abel on the face with my invisible hand.
Okay, that was mine was an accident.
It's amazing.
Hey, who said it was me?
As we're all
maybe it
just
was a
learning, it's
guess.
fine.
All right,
Just think when you
I
go out, the
think we
kids are gonna
should-
see this like one-armed frog.
No-headed one-armed frog.
yeah, I wonder how long it lasts for.
We should keep that.
What happens when you look at me from the top? Do you see my insides or do you see nothing?
Ooh, we both look down.
Yeah.
You see nothing.
Ah,
Ooh, creepy.
wow.
I want to go back
what
to this
what did you
null
find
face.
over there? Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
this is
I-
boring
what-
now. What did you find?
Well, I don't know yet because Jack hasn't told me. So
Where did you go?
Oh, yes.
I
yes,
went to
yes.
check out the impaled knoll with the writing on its forehead.
Oh, it just has a tattoo on its face. There's a table with different like maps and papers and stuff. There was the chest, and just, the knoll just looks like significant value, like the leader with the patterns on his face.
Okay, cool. Okay. Anything else in this room of importance that looks like?
On the table, you find a note from the Inquisitors, and it
Hmm.
Ooh.
says got the Inquisitor seal on the paper, and from reading the script, it talks about how they're looking for a child in white, and they're looking for a child to be taken, and that
No,
they're
who
Who
ordered-
found
ordered.
this?
Huh? You were searching.
Who found
you
this?
searching. You found this. You found a
I
note,
take it.
and it says, "Yeah, looking for a child of white, looking for a child that's stolen," and it says, "We'll pay reward handsomely in the Inquisitor for children." And you
Cool.
also
I try and take that without anybody seeing.
and
What's
then,
that, Abel?
Then you also see a note on the table
What's that?
of a picture of a weird
Like
pan
underneath?
flute, and this pan flute is also wanted. Looking for any Inquisitor seal again. Is looking for any ancient instruments, specifically ones that contain any eminence or connection to the ancient times or dragons.
Ooh.
And as you hold that piece of paper, Flocal, this note looks over. Kind of has a moment, Flocal, where you've seen this instrument. You've seen an instrument
Hey.
of ancient power, and you've seen, and it kind of reminds you of a time and a place where you were when you were in your journeys of younger, when you were trapped away of a powerful sorcerer, had instruments like this and had connections and talked
Does
about
this,
of ancient power.
this mean anything? 21? This flute? This thing?
It's a flute.
Oh, it's a flute.
That's ringing a
Okay.
bell, guys.
What do you mean?
Is it a literal
Should
flute or is it a
we-
picture of a flute?
On the script, it has different drawings.
Picture.
It had the page itself has different drawings of like lutes and flutes and panpipes, but they're all similar in this, like made from bones is what the drawings kind of show, and they have runes of very ancient runes you have seen before. Those runes are very familiar to you. You've seen
Guys,
them
I'm digging
used.
my knowledge. Do I do a
I'll
roll
give
and
you
see how
that.
much I know?
Yeah, yeah.
Give it
You-
to me, Abel.
No, you don't
There
need
you
to.
go.
You know these runes. You know that these runes were
There you
used
go.
by your sorcerer,
Thank
and
you,
that
thank you.
these runes were control magic, very very powerful control magic, and that
Shh.
your sorcerer, this is what he spent his days trying to recreate and have. He would find the way to look at these items as
I feel like my papa was all about
Ooh.
this.
What do you
Dear
mean?
Papa.
Oh, yeah, papa.
well.
You know what this instrument is?
Daddy. Not exactly, but I got the vibes, man. You
Okay,
know,
well maybe you
magic
hold on to that.
vibes.
Trust your vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know,
I mean, and
I get the
you're a bard.
gist.
Snow, do you know anything about any magical instruments?
I believe that's every instrument.
Do you know this one?
Hey.
They look like instruments.
Correct.
I don't. Thank you, Flinkle. Thank you very much.
Snow
They
would know
don't
stories
look
of
like anything I've seen.
Yeah, Snow would only know stories of that music is powerful. As a bard, she knows that the way of sound and the way of music can not only heal someone, but could change someone, could control someone, and that she knows that some magic the bards aren't really supposed to delve into, but there is darker sides to the power of song. Ancient talks about the music's been around since the dawn of. Powerful thing. Deities would
Ooh.
communicate through song, and beings would use sound that could communicate. That's the power of music. She knows the powers of it, but wouldn't know that these instruments. It wouldn't surprise her that there are ancient instruments, and people have talked about stories in her songs, but she can't identify.
Yeah. They sort of just look like someone decided to put on like a bone filter theme and select a bunch of instruments it would apply to. They look dope as
Okay.
hell though.
Well, I don't think
But I
we're
don't
gonna...
know that they'd yeah. I don't know much
All right.
about that.
I guess just good to know and keep an eye out. And if you remember anything local, just let us know. And
I'm just thinking about something to do with dragons and magic. Maybe it's connected to that giant dragon that flew out of Snow's eyes? Coincidence?
What you talking about, Flickle?
You
yeah,
know,
maybe
that-
we should have a discussion when we're all
Oh,
back on the
sorry.
server.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it,
Okay.
girl. Nothing
Yeah.
nothing to worry
Yeah,
about.
yeah,
I'm just gonna
yeah.
fold this
Alright.
up.
Alright.
Okay, should we head back?
Okay,
Is there any way?
There you go.
Is there any way we could? Oh, I was gonna check for like secret little passages or something.
You would like most stuff you found it. Secret
Okay,
passage.
all right.
As you start
Let's
to
get
head
out of here.
back, you travel through, you follow out, and as you get down, as same thing, you get to a bright light, and you get out to the. It's coming to like, honestly, the sunset's coming now, like getting dark. You got the light come through, but the sun is going away. And as you get your bearings, you work out, okay, if we've traveled mainly northeast through the cave, you can work out if you just keep going around this mountain, kind of like this larger hill, the forest, you can make your way back around. And as you make around back, find a small camp where you've seen Zolif and Sunder have kind of built and collected their horses. And they've kind of encamped and got the kids to settle down, which are now all sleeping in different bags they've set out for them. And they're cleaned up and patched. And the two are just sitting there cooking on the fire. You guys approach the camp.
We have a lot to talk about.
Yeah, yeah. Like, what are we gonna do with these kids? Do we just take them back?
Or do we
Right,
start our
okay.
own village?
Yes, exactly. We don't start anything with them, right? We just give them back to where they need to be.
I don't want to
Yeah,
deal with
let's
that.
They
let
look
them.
great, by the way.
Yeah, let them sleep, and then maybe tomorrow morning we'll head back
Oh, a
to town.
long rest? Is there a river nearby?
Yeah.
There
Right there,
is.
right in
Right.
front of us.
I'm still blinded. You know, we've been underground for a long time. Short-sighted. I'm just gonna
Can I,
tune in
like,
there while I'm listening to this conversation.
Can I like climb up a nearby tree and try to open the scrolly thing I found in the chest without anyone knowing?
You can stealth check, but Abel and Flog will have seen you have it, but you can stealth check to try and open it.
Yeah.
Roll a stealth check.
So where are Sunder and I with the kids by now?
So I've just
I
said
got
you've
a
set
natural
up a camp. So
20.
during the time they
Oh.
were searching, you've set up a camp and put them to sleep and fed them.
We're all
and
back.
and you've
We're
got
all here.
you've collected the horses and you've just made a small little. You found a small opening and lit a fire, and you're kind of like protected by the side of the hill, and it's coming to nighttime, and you've set up camp for the kids to keep. Then they've come next to you, the river, put up to you.
I have Augustus with his head down, and I'm patting him while I'm sitting in the river. Boy.
So cute. I got a natural 20, so 23 all up. So I assume I can sneakily read the note.
Yeah. So you sneakily budget, and like while Sunder and Zolf are quickly talking to Abel and setting the kids down, you quickly have a look at your scroll. It's just got some magic runes written on it. Looks like a spell scroll of some sort. You have to investigate.
I open it up, I look at it, I realize I don't know what this shit is. And I look insanely disappointed. I clamp it back down and I'm like, Sunder, I think you would like this. I give it to Sunder.
That's so generous of you, Snow. Out of the goodness of your heart.
Found this and thought of you.
Be like, what is it? Do I recognize it? If she hands it to me?
Just a spell scroll. You'd have to study it to learn the spell.
Okay.
Also,
God.
we found like 400 gold, I think, in there.
Cool.
Oh, you know what? Zoloff did,
Was it-
distract the beast so I didn't die, so I guess everyone can have gold.
Also,
Was it
did
400?
Flokel's invisibility wear off, or did it stop when the water hit him?
When the water hit him, he jumped in.
None of you are going to say anything about the
Disappointed.
animated corpse. Oh, you guys decapitated Flokel. Oh, how dare you.
It wore off. By the time you got out, it kind of wore off. As he
Okay.
kind of like bit
Alright.
speckly, but I don't know.
So I guess we should tell them
Eddie
about the
Goldberg.
invisibility powder.
I mean, only if you want to.
Mm.
Possession is 9/10 of the
You know
law.
what?
is
I'm going to
people
surprise
say.
them with it later. I'm going to surprise it with them later. I'm going to be like, ha.
I support that.
Hmm.
Go nuts with it.
Also, Flokel found this powder of
Oh
invisibility.
my god, you're no fun.
No.
Terrorists.
Thanks, Abel. You're
That
right.
didn't happen.
You're right to keep an eye on him. You're right to keep an eye on him.
And we,
Yeah,
I guess,
alright.
I guess we relay all of the info about the scrolls we
We.
found. Apart from the
Yeah,
one I did.
yeah.
You
Oh,
tell
the
us.
Inquisitor note.
No, not the Inquisitor note.
Yeah, so we'll
Yeah.
ask.
Okay, so I'll
Abel.
clarify here. So Snow and Flokel knew that you picked up 2 notes. They know that you haven't shared the first
Oh, they
note.
saw that.
Yeah, they saw that.
So
you
you
didn't
can get this
stealthily.
stealthily try?
But the stealth. Well, okay, you can roll a stealth shooting, but you didn't say stealth. You just picked up. So
No,
it
he
wasn't-
did. He tried.
I did.
He said that he wanted to hide it.
All right, roll a stealth check.
The first one.
Where's my stealth? It's pretty good anyway. It's 16.
So good you can't find it.
What's your 2 passive perception,
Ooh.
Snow and Flokel?
Passive perception.
Just under saving throws.
Yes. How do
You
I?
want saving
Oh,
throws.
just what is it?
Yes, what is it?
That's just perception.
14. Don't think I see him.
Can anyone see Flocals? Who's struggling?
Yeah, it's
I'm
14.
struggling. I can see perception right here, but passive
Okay.
perception. What?
Yeah,
Okay.
on the left
Under
hand
the
side of the
savings
screen,
throw.
and then
Oh,
under
saving
throw.
throws. Oh, right. Okay. Yes.
Okay, so
Passive,
they
yes.
both didn't see you take the first note. Second note, they've seen you talk about the instrument, and you can talk about the instrument.
Flokel, you want to take this one?
Well, fine. You said everything else. Okay. Well, we found we found this interesting parchment with a picture of a flute made from bones, and some other instrument type things, and maybe I have a bit of knowledge about evil instruments and dark magic and dragons, something along those lines, which may or may not have anything to do with Snow Dragon, who may or may not be evil. Something about a flute, and also Snow's a bard. But I mean, like, just coincidences. I'm not saying anything. She's a good girl.
Abel, what do you think? I have full trust in you, Abel, to unpack what happened.
I think what's happening is above all of our pay grades. I actually think we should go to someone who knows a lot more about this stuff than we do.
Papa Wizard?
Flokel, is it?
Yeah,
was
you
he
did say Papa.
your
Mm,
father?
Yeah. I mean,
Okay,
he's the
we'll
only
jump
person I
back
knew
that
until
later.
like, you know,
Daddy
2
of
weeks
some
ago when I
kind.
met you guys. Yeah, Daddy
I mean,
Hexter.
Do you
maybe
want to
we can
visit him?
track him
Want the
down.
400 gold in his face?
Suppresso story, guys. He is not around anymore.
80 gold in his face. We're splitting that 400. Thank you very much.
Yes, we're
Should we
splitting
go
it.
and dance on his grave?
He's not dead. I don't really know what happened to him.
Would you like him to be?
Depending on how involved he is with this whole thing. I mean, if he turned you into an evil dragon something, I'm not going to be too impressed. But I don't know, guys. He
Very
was
fair.
taken. I don't know what happened.
Who
So,
took him? Like,
Who do you think? Magic man, human. I mean, Tabaxi. Not good.
Okay, I'm
Is
really
it is it
confused.
late at
Sam?
night? Like, should we be going to bed, or is
Yeah.
there time?
Coming night.
So,
Okay.
was your
Hi,
papa
sorry.
taken by the Inquisitors?
Maybe.
I
Yes.
don't
Why are
think
you
we have.
being
I-
coy?
I've
come on,
weird
I've
man.
had a bad
feelings.
time.
I've
Like-
known one
like Zol-
person my whole life. I don't know how to talk about emotions.
Zolof's like on the
Flash,
cusp
flash, flash.
of intimidating. It's like, I've had a bad time. I just hustled 20 bloodied kids into a river, washed all of them. Thank you.
None of them died.
Set
Great
up
job.
camp, and yeah, exactly. And then now you're being aloof about a critical element in terms of what happened in there.
Wow, I'm so
Local,
sorry if
I'm
my
gonna need
sad
you- I'm gonna
backstory
need
doesn't
you.
go along with your bad days, Olaf.
Not at
Wow.
all. Not at all.
Wow. I thought you were more emotionally sensitive than this.
God, no. Only if it's Abel or Sunder.
Yeah, look, Inquisitors came and took him. What else do you need to know? You need to know. You need to know my birthday when you forgot my birthday. You need to know that.
When is your birthday?
I don't know. He forgot. And now we don't know. I'm only 2.
You can just pick a day. Just
Yeah, you
today
have to
could be
pick-
your birthday.
G'day. Good day. 3.
Happy birthday, Floco.
I guess I'm 3. Happy birthday
Wow.
to me. What did you
Did you
get
know-
me?
Did you know his name?
Oh, that was just a great turn of phrase. Well done.
Thank you. No.
What did you call him?
I did call him Papa sometimes, and he said, "Don't say that." So I don't.
He said, "Call me daddy."
Oh my god.
He said,
Frocal's
"Call me."
3. Frocal just turned 3.
He said, "Call me Magic Daddy," and I said, "That doesn't." I don't know why. I have no perception of why that would sound inappropriate, but it seems inappropriate. Yeah. No. No.
Well, how do you feel
I
about
think
maybe
one of his
going to track
textbooks
him
had.
down?
What was it? Pepper. Pepper? Something. Pepper.
Like a cooking book?
I mean, he
Or
was
like-
a tabaxi. Is Pepper a normal tabaxi name?
Peppy, like
Peppy.
like the frog.
No,
Pepper.
bring it
back.
Let's just circle back there.
Hmm.
Let's just circle back there. He had a book that said pepper that had something to do with
On the inside.
tabaxis.
No, he's a tabaxi. The inside of the book had Pepper, which I thought maybe was his name. Maybe. I don't know. Too many questions, guys. It's an emotional time. I'm only 3.
Did he try and feed you a lot by any chance? Or just like a normal amount?
What are you trying to
No.
say? He's perfectly fit.
What's-
He's got cum gutters.
He fed me a lot of protein.
Nah. I'm just wondering, a book that said pepper, and like, did you live in a cage or did you have free reign?
I mean, it was a pretty small hut, and I couldn't leave the field, but I could get out of the house. The house wasn't made
You
of
know what?
gingerbread.
Then he probably wasn't trying to cook you.
I don't think so. I don't think I think I'm poisonous. I wouldn't suggest it.
Well, how do you feel
Anyway.
about going to find him, Flogal? Would that be something you were interested in? If
Ooh.
we can somehow track him down and ask him more about these magical items and
I do have questions, but am afraid of vulnerability. I do
You don't
want to
have
know
to
if
be
he's
afraid.
alive.
Ooh.
Let's do it.
Because he may have answers about you, Snow, as well. We should probably tell you what we
Or he
saw.
might have a
and
good
we-
recipe.
Yeah.
To me,
Don't
it's always
eat
just gonna.
me.
That's yep. No,
And
of
we-
course not. You're
Hmm.
friends, not food.
Hmm.
That's
Okay.
like the golden rule.
Frogs are
Is that
friends,
gold?
not food.
Yeah, friends, not food.
Frogs.
Well, like, what if we? Are you like? You want to know if he's alive? Are you super keen to know that? Like, would you like to know right now?
Well, I wasn't really happy when they took him, but some things in hindsight after leaving that environment have been like, was that the best environment? What was the situation? So, I've got mixed emotions about it, but you know what? Let's do it. I'm kind of keen to know what the dragon thing was. Oh yeah, someone tell her about the dragon thing.
Yeah, you keep saying this.
Uh,
No, no one. That's fine. Whatever.
You know how Zoloft had that dragon kill that whole town? Oh wait, no, that was a volcano. A dragon came out of your eyes.
Like a whole dragon, like a real dragon.
But like not all at once. Like it sort of like
I just mean
seeped
like,
out.
okay, that sounds like magic. I
Yeah,
don't necessarily think
it
that
felt
I'm.
like magic.
Did it look cool as hell?
Yeah, it did. No one
he was
seems
also
to be like,
super. He was
Nice.
really sassy as well. He said, "I'm free, baby."
ah.
Yeah.
Who is he
love that. That's
talking
my
to? That's
man.
inappropriate. That's your man?
I might. That makes sense now. That makes a lot of sense now. Yep. That might have been my bad. Potentially.
Go
Just,
on.
What?
Does it have anything to
Just,
do with that time that we were sharing that room and you were floating around on the ceiling?
I mean, we didn't see that, but
Oh, I thought we did.
Elaborate.
I'm pretty sure wasn't Flokel in the room.
I thought we were right there.
We were right there. I didn't think. I thought we
Yeah.
were asleep.
You saw her land. Remember, she was hovering and she landed when you woke up.
Yeah.
I just thought she
Ah.
And then I made
jumping
sure.
because she's a cat and annoying.
Wow.
Oh no, you were very onto it. You didn't like it. That's why I have never slept when you have kept watch.
I haven't liked you since the start. Okay, all right. Zoloft's patience has hit limit, and I start like pointing, shouting at Snow. Like, I know you know something. I'm intimidating you right now. I know you know something. Tell us.
Kids.
What do you mean? How did you?
Kids are
Like, what have you
asleep.
kept from us? And I'm like ignoring Abel. I just don't care. I'm like
Which
waking up
promise?
kids. I'm like, what did you keep from us? How come like that thing could have killed us? Whatever that was could have wiped us out.
Guys, we
could have
need a
been the
drink. Does
slice of
anyone have
knife.
any ale?
I'm
I
like,
want to
face
have like
face.
perfect posture and like really sternly, even though Zoloft's taller than me, I just want to be like, you're waking up the children.
Which I got out of the cave.
I'm gonna get a slightly poisonous finger and just lightly poke it on in Zoloft's open, screaming mouth just to calm him down.
You can't reach. I'm looking at you going
Mm.
You could
Zoloft,
just
come
go.
down here.
like a short man just putting your hand out and just.
I
Look,
raised my hand.
Can I do
Just,
an
you know,
intimidation roll? Like I
looking at
I
it.
want to know. I want Snow to
I'm
tell
gonna
me.
smack his bum with my
What did
slightly
you What
poisonous
did you
hand.
mean? What did you mean by this might be your bad? What did you hide from us?
well, first of all, I didn't hide Jack. All right, we're all
More,
entitled to our own private life.
This is all
right?
you.
Look, you don't tell me about the shits you take in the morning. I don't have to tell you things I don't want to tell you.
You
All right?
never listen.
Oh, is that what that weird book is that you're keeping? That's got like color and like, is that what that is?
Yeah, his
Don't,
dog
don't
log.
read the
them.
logbook.
I mean, don't leave it lying around.
Oh my god.
No, like just look. I got the kids out of the cave, and that's great.
No.
And
what
we're all
is your
here, and
bad?
that's
You
great.
said it. You said it. What is your bad?
Well, like, there was a voice. See, I
Mhm.
can't have this conversation because then you're just like, oh, she's crazy. No, really chill dude telling me to, follow my bliss. And then when I was in that cage, he was like, yo, I can help you. And I bargained. I bargained. I got him to help us. Yeah. And now we're
What did
all
you
alive.
bargain? What did you bargain?
Well, just that he would help us.
And what does he get?
He gets, like, I guess, freedom. Which sounds pretty dope, because no one should be
Snow,
enslaved or
what
locked
did you
up.
bargain?
I told you, freedom. That's what he got. He got freedom.
So he killed like 50 of those dog guys and then he got to leave?
But you don't know that.
That's
That
the
could have been a
deal?
coincidence.
So he just got to leave.
Yeah.
But what happened to Abel? What evil magic mojo went up in his arm?
Little pivot.
Abel, what did you feel? Do you remember any of that?
I mean, the only thing I heard was Helm, who I haven't spoken to in a really long time.
I have no idea what his man's.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
who's Helm?
I
I
don't
don't
know
mean
Is
to
she
be
a
culturally.
girlfriend?
I don't mean to be culturally sensitive, but like this is a safe space. You can talk about Helm.
So,
Is she
yeah,
a frog?
She a sexy frog?
she's not a
Is there any other kind?
she's not a frog. No, she's not
Huh.
not a sexy frog. She's the god I worship.
A not frog
God's
god?
No,
Can
so
you-
Helm
can you
is the
hear Helm?
god. Helm is the god of protection. It's who I was taught to worship when I was at Malstair Temple, which is where I was raised. I got sent there when I was very young, when I was 4.
That is what they like.
Can I shoot Sunder just like a look? Like, are you believing this? Because he's like the maybe you've got some history.
I'm
kind of
paying
thing?
attention to work out what is going on.
Like, do you know who
And-
Helm really is? I don't trust anyone except I mostly trust Abel, but like I'm cautious now,
Wow.
super cautious.
Trust the man who's never told you what his candles are for.
I told you what my candles are for.
A candling?
When someone dies, I like to remember them by lighting a candle and praying to Helm.
Didn't light a single candle for the Knolls, mate. Double standard. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, for sure. They're in my opinion, I find them evil.
Whoa, okay, not all of them, just the ones that were like doing evil things. That's okay, it's all right. Whoa,
Yeah,
Exactly.
let's not
okay,
generalize.
The ones
go
that
back
we
to
fought in the caves were evil.
God, religious.
in my
folks.
So
opinion.
what's the
Who's-
go with
I mean,
Helm?
Who's Helm?
What was...
You don't know what the goal was.
God, Abel, stay on track. So many
Oh my-
tangents. Who is Helm?
So Helm's
I-
god. Helm's your god.
Helm is my deity, yeah, the god of protection. Helm. I prayed to her every night at Malstair
Gee,
Temple.
Nice.
And does Helm provide you these powers? Is that what happened?
I think so. So
Ah.
she's spoken to me 3 times in my life through visions,
Mm.
and that's who I heard when I touched Snow. I heard her
I put a
saying,
hand on his shoulder and like, your experience is valid. You are heard, and I appreciate you.
I'm going to look at Snow and then touch her, hoping I get a Helm vision. Didn't work.
You still have a poison hand.
"No,
It was
well,
the
it's And I pull out my little symbol, and it's got like the holy symbol of Helm, which is I think it's a hand like pointing up. It's just like encased
You really
in
study this
I
religion.
mean, it depends how you
a
hold the
gold
hand.
a gold circle with just like a hand pointing upwards. It's like this is her symbol, and this is what I pray to. So maybe it won't work for you because you kind of making a
I hold that.
mockery. Yeah, you can have it.
Oh,
Give it
thank
back.
you.
So are there a lot of you? Like a lot of you that pray to Helm?
touch me
Is this a
again,
big-
yeah.
Is this a big thing? Or
Anything.
Yeah, I mean, from where
What if I
I'm
touch
from,
Abel?
up north, it's quite a big thing. I come, I mean, I came from a place. Can you stop, please?
I've got my hand on Sunder's ankle now. Nothing happening, Dungeon Master? Nothing? Great, okay.
We're in
Can I have a
soft.
candle?
Nothing happens. You feel this like
No.
very heavy death glare coming from Abel while he's trying to tell a story and like
I'm just gonna slow
burning it back
motion
into your skull.
take it off, give it back.
Thank you. So yeah, as I was saying, Zoloft, Helm is she's quite widely worshipped up north, which is where I'm from. I'm from a place called Deshilla Falls, north of here. And then the
How far
the city,
north?
the city, like you can't go any further north.
Is it
It's a
very
little-
safe?
Like, aren't there like people there though?
Yeah,
Like, isn't it only people?
Abel's
I'm from a-
people.
I'm from
Yeah,
a
I mean, like,
town.
he doesn't live by himself. What do you mean?
No, I
Why
had
are
a-
you being
I had-
suspicious? You don't get to be
Uh,
suspicious. Shut up.
I mean, whoa, what about my valid experience?
No.
Someone infiltrated and then excreted from my body without, well, no, I did consent. All right, yeah, okay. That's fine. Say whatever you want.
Okay, that's the most honourable thing you've ever said. Abel, please continue. So there's lots of
I
them.
honestly don't know where we were going with this. I'm just telling you
You
where I'm
live
from.
in the north. Helm is your god. Helm is rarely spoken to. Did you do anything to summon, or was it just spontaneous? Like Helm came to help you.
Helm came to help me. It's
And you have no
very
idea
rare
why.
that people get visions. They were trying to teach us at the temple they were just teaching us to be believers. And we were told to pray every night. And so I did without really expecting much back. And then one night I got a vision from Helm, and things went from there. And I guess I became more of a believer then. And yeah, I mean, my mom and dad, they dropped me in this place. I haven't seen them in a really long time.
What?
They
Wait.
shipped me off when I was 4 from Deshilla Falls, and then I ended up in
That is
Malstair
not
Temple
cool.
in Peace Rinse. And I had a really hard time because I don't know if you know anything about Genesis, but we our emotions can change really quickly. So I was quite an aggressive child, and that's why they get rid of me, because I was too much for them. So that they gave me to the temple, and then they were trying to pacify me. And thankfully, I made a lot of good friends there, 2 in particular. And then I got this vision, and then things went from there.
I noticed it that his emotions are changing. I'm like, whoa, you're in really good company. I know you'd never lie to me, and I'd never lie to you. We've got a good bond here, and I think we need to strengthen that. Would you do we need to go back and like do you want to see them again? I'm not interested in Flocal's dad. Do you want to see them again? Like, is that
I
something
mean, I've
that we
been
can?
thinking about writing to them lately. I was actually planning on buying some paper and writing them a letter when we got back into town. But that's not important right now. I mean, that's just my life. That means nothing. I mean, we've got more important things to focus on right now.
Buying paper and writing a letter is a simple task. Let's put it on the agenda. It's not going to be hard. Let's do it. Okay. Therapy's Oloft is here. And yeah. Okay. I think today's been a lot, everyone. It's been a lot, and I'm going to bed.
Okay,
I
good
need to go to
night,
bed.
Zoloft.
Bye. And I just
Okay,
I
yeah,
just walk
just
off.
collapses to sleep. Can we know what any of these visions entailed, roughly, Abel? What did she say? Anything useful?
Can I also, while those two were talking, I've just like Snow obviously feels terrible for Abel, and so I've just like meandered over and like curled up next to him like a cat, just to be like,
Oh.
it's okay.
Does Abel welcome that?
hiding you.
Yeah, is it okay if I put if I don't know, can I patch you? Is that I don't know what's culturally
It's
insensitive.
fine.
You have to get the right spots, though.
We've hit every quota. What do we do?
Yeah.
So Snow
Just behind the ears.
Snow cuddles
I'll
up to
put
you
my
and starts
hand-
to purr a bit as you
Yeah.
just gently stroke her as you're talking, and then bloke will ask you about vision.
I mean, do you really want to go into it now? It's late and we're tired.
Would you rather have a long rest? Should we drop the kids off with the elves and then talk about it?
I mean, I'm
Well,
happy
they're
to
all
talk
asleep.
about it now, but I mean, I don't want to keep anybody else up. Like Sunder, if I want to go to sleep,
He's like, I'm doing fine. He
I
is
think we've
actually.
started
Like,
now, you
oh,
know?
hell.
Cliffhanger. Tell us a story. Let's sit around the fire and have a good time.
okay. Well, if you want to hear my story, I guess I
Yeah.
can tell you my story. Is that what you want?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I was born in Deshilla Falls. I had a mom and a dad who loved me, but I guess I was just too much for them. And so eventually they shipped me off to Malister Temple when I was 4, in a place called Peacerance. It's a city not too far from where I was born. And these people take in unwanted children and they raise them in the ways of Helm. And then it was a hard life. The priests weren't particularly kind, but I met 2 great people there. My best friends, Delilah and Carvin, and they kind of helped me get through it, I guess. And then one night I got my first vision from Helm. It was a quick message, but it was super clear, and she told me to kill Fatal, who was the leader of the Chantry in Malster. But everything we were taught was about faith and redemption and to be kind. So I was torn and I didn't act quick enough. And one day, spare you the super fine details, but I saw Fatal beating Carvin with a stick in the garden, and he was bad, like close to death, I think. I'm not sure, and I just kind of blacked out, and it turns out that I think I killed him to protect Carvin, and then I got put in jail for man, I don't know. I think it was like 7 years I was in jail. And it turns out that Carvin also went to jail because they sided with Fatal. And I tried to get in contact with him, but apparently he blames me for everything that happened to him. And yeah, I was in jail, and that wasn't a good time being an Ergenisi in jail because, and I just kind of like touch all the little scars on my face and like on my body, and apparently they think that if you take the skin of an Ergenisi, it can grant you wishes. So they like
Can
to
they?
pick. I actually don't know if that's.
Can they?
I don't know. But they
No,
sure
no.
as hell tried. They tried for a really long time. And that's what these are, the scars on my face.
Aw.
That's
And then-
awful.
Okay,
Yeah.
new quest. We'll kill all those guys, and then we'll get on with the rest of the stuff.
And then yeah, one day there was a breakout, and there was I like to think it was Helm. A person in a hood walked past my cell and unlocked it, and I took the chance and I escaped. And yeah, that's
So
about
that's
it.
that-
That's all you have to know about me.
What was the second vision?
The second vision,
And the third.
the third
I
vision
imagine the
was
third was
just
just then.
yeah, the third one was just then.
But what was it?
When I touched Snow, it wasn't a vision. It was her saying, like, giving me strength to pull the whatever it was from Snow.
It wasn't a voice in your head telling you to non-consensually touch a, passed out person.
I mean, I think the
was a
fact that I
much.
touched you was the thing that triggered it. But
Okay, okay.
yeah, the second vision
Thank you, by the way.
for another day.
Okay,
I don't
that's all right.
quite feel like talking about that just yet.
Okay, I'll hug your ankle.
Yeah, we do need to get our strength back,
Yeah,
but someone does need to keep watch,
I don't think
especially
I'll be
because now the
going.
kids might be traumatized.
I won't be going to bed anytime soon, so I'll stay up.
I feel bad making you do
No,
that, but I
please,
don't want to do it.
please,
So I'm gonna.
everybody, get some sleep. Everybody deserved it. We did good today.
Okay. Okay.
If you insist, wake me in 3 hours,
Yeah, you got it, buddy.
Not 8.
not 8. Well, that's a lot. I'm going to take over the shift so he can sleep a little bit.
Yes. See, that thought would never occur to me that you would. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, does Sunder, do you have anything to say to this? Or?
No, but he's going to stay up. If he stays up all night, will I suffer a point of exhaustion?
Yeah, if you
Or,
don't.
like, he's going to stay up all night and watch over the kids.
Because he doesn't trust Abel.
He's just
Why would you want to hit a point of exhaustion?
Protect them.
protect the
Uh-huh.
kids.
Protect the children.
Oh,
Okay.
but then when you're exhausted, you'll be asleep and not protecting them, and that's exactly when they
No,
strike.
it's like a
also just-
mechanic.
it's like a mechanic. It just means like you'd have like he wouldn't be able to run as fast,
Okay.
or like he would have like lower.
Oh,
It's like the lack of sleep.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
the first you
I'm
you need numerous points to be like. Does anybody else
I'm
want
gonna
to do
sleep in the
anything
water.
before we end tonight's episode? Alrighty then.
I want to do a big stretch where I
no.
like round my back
Yeah. Once everyone is
and then resettle in the same spot.
Ah, yes, cannon strip.
Nice.
asleep, like once they're actively asleep, and it's maybe been an hour or two, and Abel's still in around, I'll ask him. Do you think everything's okay?
Do. I have to
So-
believe that everything's okay.
So you think your god did good?
Oh,
Yeah,
in that
she did
miracle?
really good. Yeah, she did really good.
Okay. And that's all he'll ask.
Alrighty then. Wow. What a crazy episode full of emotion and roller coasters and dragon smoke, man. Great. Awesome. What a night to remember. Anyway, this has been our episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks to everybody here. We'll be back. We might have a Christmas episode. I'll see how that fits in. A few ideas. We may or may not. Please check out our Halloween episode. Please check out our socials. Please comment in our YouTube. Any comments about what you guys are looking for. If you've enjoyed the story, what you don't like, what we can improve on, let us all know. Check out all the different types of socials with artwork. We've got little snippets. We're working on Instagram. Check it all out because Dungeons&Dragons is really fun. And I hope you guys are enjoying the story as much as I enjoy watching these 5 beautiful faces create magic from the work that I set forth. So thank you and good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good
Bye-bye.
night. Good night.